Hello, my name is Sherrod Seward, and I am a Freedom of Information Act litigation attorney. Traditionally, I learned my practice of law in immigration, where we did a lot of P1, O1, and EB1A visa petitions for some of the best athletes, entertainers, and sports executives in the world. And we got started in this business because we were getting inconsistent results in the adjudication of our cases, and we didn't have the transparency to know who was making these decisions, what was the consistency in training of these individuals, and if there was any type of collaboration within the agency, which this case was the Department of Homeland Security, to systematically treat our law firm and or our clients differently. Through going through this, we went through everything from filing the normal Freedom of Information Request Act request through their online portal, all the way down to litigation on behalf of our clients and on behalf of our law firm. And it was able to obtain a lot of great results that not only kept us in business and getting fair results for our clients, but also provided good information for the industry to know when it comes to how government agencies make their decisions. At the end of the day, all of these decisions are made by people who can make mistakes and have biases and other things that we are not privy to, but we can get that information. Today, I'm talking about the Environmental Protection Agency and FOIA requests with this organization, which can be very important. The EPA, as it is known, does the enforcement of environmental related issues, and it does a lot of studies on pollution and things of that nature that are very important to everyone. So what we do here is we help clients do everything from submit their initial FOIA requests with the EPA, which out of the these could use a lot of specificity, just because you're asking for a lot of maybe technical information or even sensitive information, to where some of it could be trade secrets, some of it could be related to privacy concerns and the interests of third-party contractors, and some of it can be pretty politically motivated to not be out there if they can help it. But what we do is we help clients go to the appropriate portal, maybe even mail, tailor make these requests so that it should be responded to with positive feedback from the agency. Now, when you submit a FOIA request that's properly filed, the government should respond to you within 20 days. If they do not, you automatically have the option to go file for that information in federal court, which is something that we like to do, as opposed to just keep following up with them, because typically they're going to provide you the information or not. If so much time passes and they either do not give an administrative decision and ask for you to appeal it, or if they say that the information is outside the scope and they have waivers and information available to them, or tools that they can use to redact or just keep out a lot of the information that you're seeking, you can even do that. So if they give you partial information, you can also litigate to get the full extent of the information that you're seeking. So typically, to reiterate, our process goes from helping our clients file a specific and detailed FOIA request that's likely to avoid the reasons that they cannot divulge the information. Second, we look to see if 20 days pass without giving the information, flat out denying the information, or giving a partial disclosure. From there, depending on what happened, if nothing happened, we can go straight to litigation, to where we can file a complaint and a lot of times get the information you're seeking, or at least there'll be a back and forth where we do motions with the other party, or to help file an administrative appeal to get that partial disclosure opened up, or get information at all if they didn't provide anything. And again, when we do these appeals, it starts the clock again to where we can wait 20 days and take it to the court, which is always good, because it's like having a referee. You know, when you're going at the agency and keep asking for the same information, it's the same people that's the decision maker. But when you bring in a third party court, and especially if the request is fair, and in the EPA, you can ask a lot of things like compliance and enforcement records. You can ask for environmental data for the studies that they do. Sometimes you can get internal communications if you think that there's been bias put against you. in that process that they did to make their decision making. Say, for example, if you're trying to open plants and stuff like that, and you're finding that you have a hard time getting permits and wonder if there's something behind it, the FOIA request might be a great way to really go ahead and find out. You could also find information about policy drafts. If there's like policy that comes out that you might think didn't have much thinking behind it, you can go ahead and try to get those notes to see if that's true or not. Very few valuable information, but there are things to where you can't get the information. So if something's classified, the FOIA request is not going to get it. If there's personal privacy information, so you can't get the address and phone numbers of people that's made decisions on your situations. So don't try that. And then also there are some of the internal communications that they have are considered privileged. For example, if they're gearing up for law enforcement and it's done with their prosecuting attorneys, there's attorney-client privilege that can happen within the government. And also there's trade secrets that are usually not able to find out. For example, if they're working with contractors and they have a contract to do certain things that might end up being, classified or military based, or just things that they're keeping internal. There are situations where you can't get that information because the trade secret is very important to that third party contractor that was working on that specific project. But other than that, there is a lot of information out there that we can get with the right aggression. And keeping the government honest is good for everybody. So if you are interested in getting a FOIA request or FOIA litigation involved with the EPA, do not hesitate to contact our offices. We're always here to help you. Thank you very much.